Good evening. Briefly, I want to speak about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And right now, he's under siege. Not the first time. Last season he was under siege. The season before he was under siege in terms of the criticism he was receiving as Man United were in bad form, losing a few games. And once again, we're seeing it again. And quite frankly, it's long overdue because obviously now they've signed Cristiano Ronaldo. And as you would expect, United were kind of seen to be title challengers, but right now that's not the case. They're not challenging for the title. They're competing to kind of stay in the top four pretty much. And I believe at the moment they're 7th or 6th. In one of those places, they're in 6th place or 7th. For what I recall. But the point is, you often hear rumours of Ole is going to be sacked, which I'm not fully sure on. So far, they say that so far, Manchester United have announced that they have no plans of sacking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So he's gonna stay manager for the meantime. But the point is, clearly fans are not happy and they want him gone. And you're seeing former players like Paul Scholes, Roy Keane being so furious at the performances on the pitch. I mean, recently they lost the Manchester derby to Man City by 2-0, and the goals that were conceded were just pure comical, especially the second goal. Gale, how he managed to kind of let that ball squeeze in between him and the near post in the goal, just ridiculous. But Ole rightfully so is under pressure because honestly, I've always had the feeling that when Man United win games, it's mostly because of the talent of the players. It's players who come up with great moments for whether it was Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, Ronaldo, of course now, Cavani, or anybody at Greenwood. United winning games isn't down to the tactical nous of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he hasn't got the best managerial experience. When you look at his time at Cardiff where they got relegated, and in Norway, Molde, so Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't have the best. That doesn't have much of a respected managerial experience. So now United are in a situation where they're going to have to stick by him as manager because no other quality managers are out there. Because Conte has just got to Spurs to replace Nuno. And so quite frankly, I think this season, because so far at the moment, compared to this last season, the season before, when Man United was struggling, there always was a feeling that Man United was still finishing in the top four, because teams that are around were struggling. They were struggling, so it wasn't so. That's why they were able to finish second in the top four. About 2 seasons ago, the last season they finished third because teams around them that were supposed to be competing for the top four, like Spurs, Leicester, Arsenal, they were rubbish, quite frankly. But the thing is, and here's the reality. So far this season, West Ham, so far Arsenal, and potentially Spurs if Spurs have only just signed hired Conte's manager, but I would expect them to improve once the international break is over. But if teams around Man United start playing well and throughout the season, they kind of become they are much more consistent in their form compared to the last 2 seasons. United are in trouble of missing out on top four potentially. Top six, they could even miss out on top six even if they're not careful and if they don't pick up points. So and rightfully so, fans have a right to want Oli out because really and truly he shouldn't have got the long-term contract in the first place. Rio Ferdinand, he's not saying that Oli should walk away, but it's kind of ironic and funny, and because he was the initial, probably the initial like ex-Man United legend who was on TV saying United just bring the contract out and sign Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. After and this was I think in 2019 after they knocked up PSG in the Champions League, and so he was saying United, and Rio Ferdinand was saying that United are back, but now things have been pretty stagnant, and now Ferdinand looks like an idiot now saying that that Oli should go, and Gary Neville is probably Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's closest friend from the Man United years, and not once have I ever heard him call out Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the way that he did to David Moyes, the way he did to Jose Mourinho, to Louis van Gaal. I've never ever heard him give an honest critique of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's always defending him, not keeping it real on Sky Sports. Maybe him calling out Oli could kind of in his mind could kind of damage the respect and relationship that he has that him and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer have potentially. Maybe that's not why he's been in the media criticizing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as he should. Maybe it's because it's possible, but Gary Neville could be kind of privately critiquing him. I doubt it, but that's the potential reason, at least. But we'll see what's gonna happen, because right now things are not looking good for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he should be sacked. But at this moment in time, he won't be, and a lot of fans are right. Man United fans, they are understandably frustrated with what's going on the club, with the owners as well, the Glazers. He's been there for over 15 years. With some of the players as well, Harry Maguire, Fred. It's a pure mess, and so quite frankly, I think Gary Neville should just come out and be honest and tell the truth about Oli. Stop worrying about relationships. Be honest. Do your job. Give the same energy towards Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that you did to Mourinho. Period. I think that's something that everyone would agree with. Keep the same energy. But yeah, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is under pressure, and he has to deliver results as soon as possible. Period. No excuses. That's all I have to say. Take care and God bless.